bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Colorado State's offense is on the field for the first time today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw. It's Curry. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stoneburner. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado State.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
So the New Mexico Lobos offense has the ball for the first time. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Well, and this corner really can shut down half the field, and that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back, and I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good, been so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. You can't avoid that side of the field the entire game.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
When this offense comes up first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. And the Lobos will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Give from the gun. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Got a man It's Marshall. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Curry. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
And the Rams trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Trying to barrel in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Go straight ahead. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open...
Touchdown, Rams! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Hart. He's going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. for 6. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Grab behind the line. It's back. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. The official says no good. Guys, a miss. And nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The short hands, it's Marshall. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Last completion moved the sticks and try it again. Looking for a gap. It's ball. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Rams can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Curry. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that third down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Grab near the sticks. It's Stoneburner. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
To throw, it's Curry. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The give on the option. Running to Green. There he goes. Touchdown, Colorado State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Boise State is putting on an offensive clinic, and about the only thing we haven't seen is the Statue of Liberty play. They're up by 21 over Kennesaw State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They try to pop a run on the draw. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Lobos racing to the line in the hurry-up. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Lobos are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's McKinney. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. Nifty little juke, and he's out to the 37 before he stopped. The Lobos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Oh, they're after him. Had to get rid of it quickly. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. Holding on the defense is just a gift to the offense with the automatic first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. And you want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got the tight end. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's McKinney. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Fort Collins. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And the Lobos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Dropping back, it's Hart. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. The Lobos are in the hurry up. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Takes it the other way. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Rams are on the move. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Colorado State. And they take it in for 6 more points. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Lobos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a crease, it's McKinney. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Pressure coming. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Lobos will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll leave it with him. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the 2nd half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. Maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Pulls it in. It's Ross. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Rams have it with a 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
We've reached a break. Colorado State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. Great job by the back on the option. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Shoots it to the left. And his first throw here is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that one's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right now.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Pulls it in. It's ball. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
The Rams are on the move. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Scanning the field, it's Curry. He's got it on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Rams have it with a 1st and goal. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback takes a knee. This offense has been stuck with the negative integers, -1, -1 on the last 2. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they'll take a knee. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. This one had all the suspense of a bug